Welcome to Exposition. On this episode, it's not like art, as in painting and all that thing. This is edible. So,
Performance art.
okay. So,
Edible performance art.
all right. So, if you want something good looking to eat, stay tuned. Hey, glad you could stay with us. This is Exposition, and this time we have something a little bit different other than our usual artistes.
Oh my gosh,
but
drool bucket. Drool bucket.
Okay. if that was what it takes. How are you doing at the new artisan shop location on 3rd Avenue? Yeah, 3rd.
3rd, 749 3rd. We're loving it there. It's very comfortable, and
Classes are going well.
yes, classes are going well. We're building our class schedule, and anybody who wants to take a class or give a class, make sure you get a hold of us. And we've added a couple days to our schedule, Mondays and Tuesdays, 4 to 7. And hope you come see us. We have a new gallery option, and the market's starting back up on Saturdays, so
Very
please
nice.
come join us. Yeah, thank you.
All right, who do we have with us today?
Ashley Drummond from Bakery at Taproot Farms. We are so excited. She has so many involvements in the community, and a wonderful farm to talk about, and her experience getting to this point, and we're so happy to have her. And there's so many goodies sitting in front of us.
Yes,
I
guys,
need
look
a
at
drool
that.
bucket. That's what I was saying.
So can you smell it?
I know. I can.
That's funny. I'm happy to be here too, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
thank
So,
you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and
Sure.
how you got to do what you're doing.
Sure. So I grew up in Canton, Ohio, and I'm actually only been in Gallia County for 2 years, and it's been a wild ride, and I'm very excited
I'm so
to
glad
be
you're
here.
here.
So we moved down here after culinary school. I graduated in 2010 from culinary school, so I've been doing baking professionally for about 8 years. But before that, I've been doing it my whole life. And so it's kind of a family tradition. And so my mom had a shop growing up, so I grew up doing that, and then culinary school, and then I worked at a 5-star resort, actually, in Pennsylvania.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
And you have some like famous
Yeah.
person that you
Yeah, well, I don't want to disclose who it was, but he is
Okay.
a famous rapper, and I did his wedding cake. So
That is so cool.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I love doing wedding cakes and things like that. That's definitely one of my passions.
Oh,
But the farm itself is really what I'm most passionate about. So that's why we moved down here a little over 2 years ago. And it's Derek and I, who's my fiance, and we've decided that we want to give back to the community, because that's always been a big thing for me. Coming down here every summer to see my grandmother, I was just really excited to come down here, and so the community is really special to me anyway, and how close-knit everything is.
Yes, everybody knowing everybody.
Yes, I love that about this place.
Connected.
So what does the name Taproot Farm mean?
So a taproot is actually the main root of a vegetable or a tree. So our logo, it has actually a whisk there in the front, and that's kind of like the tree trunk almost.
Yes.
And then the roots. So taproot. So everything is based around the farm. So that's the main root of our family, and so the main root of of why we're down here and baking and producing goods for the community. So
what do you do on the farm? What kind of farm is it?
So we have actually miniature donkeys at the farm. Yeah, I know.
What do you do with them? Just like pets or something?
Yeah, they're mostly just for pets, but they are a guard animal. We have
so they
different
guard the
birds.
other animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have different like chickens and peacocks and stuff like that. And then also we do, like, I have blueberry bushes. Yeah. So that's Elvis, a little kitten, and we actually have 18 rescue kittens.
Wow.
There at the farm.
Oh my gosh.
So, and there's Elvis right when he was born. They're so fluffy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's the cutest baby.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? But, I didn't grow up farming or anything, so this is all a new experience, which is even
Isn't
more
it
exciting.
awesome?
Yeah.
I'm
so,
a newbie farmer too.
Are you?
Oh
See?
my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
It's like I should have been since I was born.
Me too. I feel the same way. So it's like a vacation when I'm there.
It's good therapy.
It is. It is.
Isn't
It
it?
really is.
Yeah, there's one thing about learning how to do everything on the farm, but there's another whole thing about the business,
Right.
how you can make money with it.
Right. Yeah. So
That
we're
helps.
experimenting with that too. So this year we planted a huge garden, and I actually brought some photos. So that's Derek there on the tractor, getting ready to put some corn and stuff down.
That's green
so-
acres there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a
We have-
huge garden.
Yeah, it is. So those are fresh blueberries. So I try to use, we have blueberries, blackberries, we have some grapes and things like that at the farm that I try to use in my baking products.
Oh.
So anything that's in season, we have strawberries, so anything that's in season, I try to use and give that back to my customers.
That's wonderful.
So, and that's a new thing that we're doing, that we've learned, like a little trick of, planting vegetables. That there is for garlic and onions and for sets. And so you actually use a torch and burn a little hole, and it makes just the process quicker.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. That's
And
So
the
there's
black
Derek doing
plastic,
that.
does it help extend the season?
Yeah, it does. So we were able to put them in the ground sooner, and then also helps with weeds and maintenance.
Right.
So
That's
there's less maintenance.
fantastic.
Yeah. So there it is, came up there.
Oh my gosh.
So I can't wait to eat the what is it called? Scapes, I think. The little green part that comes up before the onion and stuff
I
is
didn't
done,
know
the garlic.
that.
Yeah, it tastes
No.
amazing. It's kind of like a scallion.
Okay.
It'd be like the same thing.
Right.
The green like
Wow.
leaf part.
I
So
didn't know that.
off the garlic. So
Nice.
yeah.
Ooh.
So it's exciting.
Yay.
But
well, do you do that procedure for all the garden?
yeah,
plants?
so yeah, we're trying to do like a no-till system, which the beginning there we had to get the ground ready. So the first season we were tilling and things, and so now we just put a tarp down, and it kills all the weeds and it keeps all the nutrients and stuff in there.
That's so
And then
smart.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, and that is
That's gorgeous.
there's the best sunsets
Oh,
at
yeah.
the farm there.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're about 3 miles past the college, Rio Grande College. So we're not too far off.
Is it labeled, or is there a sign?
There is not a Taproot Farm label.
This is not a
there-
farm that you would come visit.
No, not right now,
Okay.
but soon, I'm hoping. So I'm actually building a commercial kitchen there at the farm, and it's almost complete. So I'm hoping by the end of summer, it'll be operational.
So then people can come there
yeah.
and purchase things.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yay.
So right now I'm just renting a building over in Bidwell, and that's where I do all my baking. So a different commercial kitchen. And then
Can we say where that is?
yeah.
Because
So
everybody knows and misses it.
yeah, so I'm actually renting the old Wounded Goose kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Miss
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I love that place. When
That's
I was
where we
open.
met.
Yeah,
I
know.
know.
See, it all comes back. But
Yay. So then what, but besides the farm then, what else is your involvement in the community?
in the community, well, I do a farmers market
Uh-huh.
every Wednesday. So Raised Around Rio. This is we moved here. This would be technically the 3rd summer, I think.
Yes.
So they started about 3 years ago, actually. So we were one of the first vendors there. And so from 4 to 7, every Wednesday night behind the Ohio Valley Bank in Ryle.
What's that street called that's off of?
It's State Street.
Is that State
Street?
As much as I've been around here, I haven't memorized the streets.
I think it is.
Okay. Is it the street before the last one you can actually go into?
Yes. So it's Ohio Valley Bank, and then the college sits on this side, and we closed down that whole street.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there's probably, I think, 20 to 25 vendors now.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that that's there now,
Yeah.
because we know there's going to be somebody,
Right.
you know, offering whatever you expect at a farmer's market, and artisans.
Right. It's just not food. You know, there are other things there. So
Yes.
which is awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
And your husband is in the edibles.
He is.
thing,
Yeah.
too.
So he.
Culinary school.
Yeah. So we both went to culinary school in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And we actually met not in college. We were there at the same time, but which is a funny story. But we met after, and we had to do an externship for our college classes, and we met there. So working, and he actually works down at the Colony Club in town. Yeah. So I also have desserts down there too. So if you guys ever need anything sweet there,
Where
I do
else
their
do
desserts.
you have your sweets?
So
You're sprinkled about.
I am. Yes. So. You know, me not having a retail store, I tried to, you know, make it accessible for everyone in different areas to get it. So,
Thank you for that.
yeah, Colony Club. Sprinkle and Pop every Saturday morning. I do breakfast items down there, cheesecake. With you guys now at your new shop. Yeah.
Oh, we're so
So we have a shelf
So
there.
I had key lime pie last night.
Yes, that's mine.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
So, how was it?
Good.
I put you on the spot.
It is different because it's round.
It's a little tart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So they're
It's
individual.
not like the wedge.
Right.
That's so
So
awesome.
it's actually a 4-inch
It's
tart
bigger
shell.
than that. It's like
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty big. You could probably split it if you wanted to.
Yeah, after we got it,
No
my wife's like, we
way.
could have split that.
Yeah.
No way.
But we can try and eat this.
No way.
Yeah. So yeah, that's their signature dessert at the Colony Club is key lime pie. So they always have that, and then they always have a rotational dessert. So anything that's seasonal, like I do a strawberry shortcake cake there. So it's two layers of strawberry cake, a layer of vanilla bean cake, fresh strawberries on top, like a fresh icing.
Drool bucket.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a popular one there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then up in Jackson too, I have the Spot on Main in Jackson. It's a coffee shop.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. And then Twinkleberries, which is kind of a soft spot for me because they're the ones that kind of got me going in this area.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
One of the
So-
best coffee shops around.
It
I
is.
think.
It really is.
There's-
Yeah.
It's like one of the only coffee shops around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Well,
right?
I wasn't a real big fan of coffee,
Yeah.
but after I had it there, it's like, yeah, this is pretty doggone good.
They flipped a switch, didn't
but
they?
I can't drink a lot of it because it does weird things. to my
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
It's very strong, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
I'll
there's a
have
lot of
palpitations all afternoon if I have a large.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Cut the caffeine a little bit.
Ask for decaf next time.
Yeah. So what's the point?
Or half a shot of espresso.
Yeah. There you go. But yeah.
Sounds
Okay,
So.
so the other things you do, okay, you do cakes,
Yep.
and you've got
I've got cinnamon rolls here, so I try to take those to the farmer's market every week. I've got macaroons, which is kind of a specialty item that I do in this area. There isn't really many people doing that.
Are those labor intensive?
They are,
Okay,
yes.
I was
yeah,
afraid
it's
of that
time
because
of
you
love.
don't see a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of love in those.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks
So
like
it's actually
it.
made out of almond flour, powdered sugar, egg whites, and sugar, some more sugar.
Actually sounds healthy.
They could technically be gluten-free, but kind of just depends on like what flavor. So the top one here is birthday cake, which isn't gluten-free because it's got sprinkles on it.
Yeah.
I've got peanut butter and jelly, strawberry, and lemon here today.
What?
Yeah. So
That's
peanut butter and jelly with
insane.
grape jelly.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And then these are, which I have at your guys' place,
Melt in your
Yes.
mouth.
So
a
these
little
here-
bite of heaven.
are a strawberry meringue or divinity, people call it.
The what?
Divinity. It's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
an old school name for it. So it's just a
Okay.
meringue.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
They are
Oh,
melting
thank
your
you.
mouth.
Yeah.
They're so
Did you have the watermelon ones? Because those are
I
probably
think
my
I did
favorite.
Different.
last
Huh.
year
Yeah.
at the market.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you flavor that? Is it
So you actually use like an oil or an extract.
okay?
Yeah. So it's not fresh watermelon, but because what the idea is
It tastes
you
like
actually dry out the cookie, so all the moisture is gone and just the sugar is what melts in your mouth. Yeah.
It's to die for.
So you put it in the oven, that dries it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I actually put it in the oven overnight, so it'll be about 6 to 8 hours.
I can cook a good egg,
incredible.
but pastries and stuff, I have no clue.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. That's why you can just give them to me.
Eggs and toast, I'm good, but
Yeah.
cakes, I don't know.
No. So.
Oh my gosh, they're wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what else do we have pictures of here?
So, yeah.
Cakes.
So, yeah. So I do
Oh.
birthday cake, like specialty cakes. That's what I love to do is, that unique design. So that was a Lego
That
Star
is
Wars cake.
Amazing.
So you
With
like
Star
it because there's
Wars-
more creativity you can
Yes.
put into it?
Yeah. So it's more of an art,
Yes, it is.
right?
Of course it is.
So there's the Star Wars one, and then I have a couple more. So that was a wedding cake. So that's just,
That's
and my cakes,
beautiful.
they're a little bit different for the area. I do an Italian buttercream, and so it's more of a whipped.
That's lighter.
It's lighter,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
but it's still
I love
rich.
that.
It's made with all butter, so you get that butter flavor. That's what's so good about it. Yeah, that
That's
one
nice.
there, that was
Look at
yeah.
that.
Is that
Oh my
painted or is that
gosh.
something on
It is painted, yeah. So the buckets there, actually, they're all cakes, all edible, and it's made out of fondant on the outside, and then I actually hand paint.
Wow.
Yeah,
In the thing of the base,
that is actually wood.
That's
yeah.
real wood, okay.
That's real wood. So
You paint it with
a paintbrush, just like you normally would.
Food
with
coloring?
the-
Yeah, food
Yeah,
coloring.
okay,
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So you use an alcohol-based food coloring.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then the alcohol dries, and then it dries on your fondant.
and this looks like, okay.
So that's
Is the bottom
like
part, the silver
lace.
part, edible too?
no. So
Okay.
that's just a like a cake board or table thing. So
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
yeah. So that was more of a simple one. There's a birthday.
Simple. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So there's some fresh strawberries, and that there it looks like bubble wrap is actually chocolate.
Oh my gosh.
There's a fun one. So that
That's adorable.
yeah, I like the bottom where it's pizza.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Didn't notice
Good
that.
grief.
Captain America
Oh.
coming on the top of there for a little kid's 5th birthday.
Oh my gosh. You can
Then
do
that was a
anything.
wedding.
That's nice.
Yeah,
And
so
did you have their picture or is that just a general picture?
that's just, those are actually skulls. So they did,
Oh, okay.
they had like a biker wedding. Kind of.
Really?
Mhm.
I can't see that far. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. There's an iPad, an edible iPad.
Nice.
Who would
Yeah.
come up with that? Did they ask for an
They
iPad?
did ask for it, yeah. So with me, honestly, if you have an idea, and that's what's so special about custom cakes is if you have something, I'm pretty much able to do anything.
That's
And
so
so-
amazing.
yeah.
You are such an artist.
And that's a 3D pumpkin.
Is that fondant?
Love
Yeah, that's
that.
also fondant. Yes.
And
yep.
your
And then
fondant is
leaves.
so good. I've had
Yeah.
it.
So it's different than other fondants.
And we got it.
Yep.
What's different about it?
It's just the flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the flavor. It's just, and it's softer.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yummy.
I lived in Pittsburgh for 5 years.
So it's a golf.
It was a groom's cake. Yep. So there's golf,
just all his.
baseball, and then football. So that was
Okay.
all of his favorite sports teams. I didn't like that I had to put Alabama on there, but
That's interesting.
Roll Tide.
yeah,
Look at this.
Now is that flour real? I mean,
that is that's fondant. Well, it's gum paste, and so that is a flour that I made.
so the
It's
flour's
edible.
Oh
Mhm.
wow,
Yep. So the flour is edible, and that was an airplane hanger.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's. And then that one's more, all that detailed work there. That's all hand drawn on there. And so something like that, honestly, people don't realize how long it takes.
Oh, that's a lot of detail.
But it takes probably 10 to 12 hours.
Ouch.
For me to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a process.
Yes.
And do you guys know what this is from? It's from a movie. It's Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yep. Yep. So that's his mask there.
Does he like tacos?
Yeah, I don't understand the taco reference, but I guess it's part of the movie.
Okay.
I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so cute. Nice.
Do you
So
do
then there's
airbrush
the ear.
stuff?
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
do have an airbrush. Yep.
Because this looks like a little airbrush.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Airbrush with food coloring?
Now this cake I did want to talk about. So this is
It's 18, right?
It's 18. So yeah. So this is a number cake. So it's good for graduations. So this is for someone's graduation party. I've done an RN for someone who is graduating RN school. First birthdays. Yeah, I can do a number 1. On Friday, I'm going to do one 24 for someone who's turning 24 years old. So all of that
That's
is fresh
gorgeous.
flowers, fresh fruit, the macaroons that I brought here today.
Yes.
Yeah, so
So
you can
the
just pick
flowers are
apart.
edible. All the flowers are edible?
they technically are, but I
They're
just
real.
wouldn't- Yeah, they're real.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another wedding cake I did. So that's those boots I handmade.
That's
They're on top.
crazy.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Some birthday cakes.
Wow.
There's 3 different ones.
Are those smaller than usual?
The bottom cakes, the 2 on the side.
Yeah, the 2 on the side and the 1 in the middle. I mean,
Yeah.
is that's not like that big, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah.
it's huge.
It's huge. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that was a natural, like, bohemian style
Nice.
cake that I did last week, actually. So, and then cupcakes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, and
Where do you find your cupcakes?
I have them at the Raise Around Rio Farmers Market. But I also do private orders. So if anybody needs anything, I have Facebook, Instagram. You can follow me on there. So taprootfarm.ohio is my handle. Some pies and things
Yum.
that I do.
You get the pies at
So you can get
Twinkleberries?
Well, you can actually get them up in Jackson. Yep.
Okay.
And then also, actually, you can get the pies at the Greenleaf Family
Oh, right.
Farmers Market. Yeah. So
good.
now
At
those.
their house?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
So I have some product there every
great.
Friday or Saturday.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Wow.
and macaroons
If
and
you haven't tried a macaroon, you need to.
yeah. So they're different,
Oh.
and they're soft, and then in the center, and then they have like a crisp shell.
Yeah,
Oh.
just a tiny little crispness to
I'm
them.
a goner already.
And then you're at other festivals and
Yes.
stuff too.
So this year was in Counterpoint. Well, I guess it was in Point Pleasant at Counterpoint.
Okay.
It's a store there. So we do pop-up shops, and we're doing one tomorrow with you guys.
Yay.
The artisan shop with one of your
Yes.
classes.
Yes, at the new winery,
Yes.
the Twisted,
Twisted
Vine.
Fine.
Yeah. We've never been there before. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
it's beautiful there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I actually
can't
make
wait.
fresh bread for them.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
for their
I'll
cheese
bring
board.
extra money.
See, there you go.
Now, are you at the 4th of July or any of the other things? Because I think you were at the St. Patrick's Day thing too, right? Or
I didn't
the
make
fall
it.
festival?
Well, the fall festival, but I didn't
Fall
make it to the St. Patrick's Day.
Well, we'll have both
Yeah,
opportunities
the
for
one.
you again. for
Yes,
sure.
I'd love to.
And we're at River Rec if you want to give a mini
nice.
class or have some of your stuff.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
you're
would be great.
one of our peeps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I try to do everything as fresh as possible, and all my stuff is in smaller batches, so I don't ever freeze anything. Everything is, pre-ordered, so I don't have anything laying around.
That's
So
As
if
much
anybody
local
needs
produce.
anything, yeah. So if anybody needs anything, the most important thing is to get a hold of me so you can pre-order.
I think we have
Yeah.
the contact info, if you've put that up yet. There we go.
There we go. Yeah,
So
that's-
Facebook and Instagram, taprootfarm.ohio.
Yes. Yep. And then there's the farm number, and you can get a hold of us from there.
So if somebody answer, you leave a message?
Yeah, so if I'm not there during the day, which I'm usually baking over in Bidwell right now, so leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as I get back to the farm. So.
Okay.
Yep.
What does a cake cost? You know, from this
right,
to a
so,
crazy thing.
Yeah, so let's just say an 8-inch birthday cake is usually about $24. Kind of a little bit inexpensive.
Yeah.
But then, you know, the bigger wedding cakes, you're looking up to, I don't know, a couple $100s. It just depends on what they're looking for. So.
Oh, sure.
Depends on the decoration, all the stuff
and
you gotta
it depends
do to
on
it.
like the one that I showed that had all that detail. That was more expensive because it's time consuming. So you pay for your time.
Right.
Yes.
You know,
and your expertise.
Yes. Yeah.
And
So
sometimes how you feel about it. Is that it? Sort of.
no.
Shoot. What about pies? I'm a pie person too.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a huge list of fruit pies. Have you ever had bumbleberry pie?
No.
So that's something that I kind of picked up when I was living in Pennsylvania.
Oh.
And so it's all the fruits, like berries. So strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, rhubarb, which we grow at the farm.
So it's all together in there.
All together plus apple.
Oh my gosh. Definitely.
Yes.
Would love
With
that.
a
How
crumb
much
topping.
for that?
The fruit pies are $15.
Okay.
So all the fruit there, and I make every fruit pie
Is
from
that a
scratch.
personal
So
pie
nothing,
there?
Yes. So the big pie there, that's a 9-inch, and then the small one is a 5-inch. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And where can I get those?
those pictured there are at the Spot on Main.
Okay.
And then
Great.
any pop-up shop, I normally have pies, and at the Greenleaf's Farm Market.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, yummy.
Well,
Oh,
now what?
I need more sugar. I need to try. I need to be your taste
Yes.
tester or whatever.
Don't worry, you'll taste some before today's over.
Oh, I can't wait. I know. I've been wanting to grab.
Okay. Well, that's all we have for today.
Thank you so
Thanks
Oh,
much.
for
you're
coming.
welcome. Thank you
That's
for having me.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
pleasure.
Different kind of artistry.
It's cool to
but
hang out.
Yeah.
Artists nonetheless. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next month on Exposition.